There are two kinds of people in the world, my friend. Those with a rope around their neck and the people who have the job of doing the cutting. Listen, the neck at the end of the rope is mine. I run the risks.
The Chapman Automotive Group brings to you the good, the bad, and the ugly.
You may run the risks, my friend, but I do the cutting.
Find an extensive selection of high-quality vehicles at Chapman Automotive Group by going to ChapmanTucson.com today.
Chapman Automotive Group. They offer one of the largest selections of new and used cars for sale online in Arizona. Visit them at ChapmanTucson.com. We're talking about 7 brands, 9 different locations, all sorts of new and used vehicles. ChapmanTucson.com, your number one source for cars here in Southern Arizona. So the good, the bad, and the ugly. Man, there was a lot of good from this past weekend, Ali. What's that number one thing that stands out to you?
Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to change it up a little bit. And maybe it was the rain that's making me feel so, I don't know, fantastic. I'm going with the good, the great, and the estupendo. Okay?
Okay.
And my good is New York Knicks. New York Knicks, 16-3 run through the playoffs. Really, after losing a second game, going down 2-1 to Atlanta, just was dominant the rest of the way. And not a team that's comprised of, I mean, Jalen Brunson's a superstar, but not the kind of superstar you're thinking like top 5 player in the NBA. You got Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby. You got all these complementary players like Bridges, even Alvarado made a brief stint in game 4 and kind of played a little bit of hero. I don't know another comparable to this New York Knicks team and this run. I can't think of another team that's comprised like this and went on such a run the way they're comprised. Not with like, I'm not talking about like Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. No. This is a team of just dudes that work hard, play hard. And I mean, San Antonio was up 72% of the time in 5 games. And the Knicks, true to my prediction of the best bet advice Ali is going to ever give you, hey, let's just go down 10. Hey, let's go down 29 and then come back and win. I told you, wait for them to go down and then bet the money line when they're down. I did not follow my advice. So happy for the city of New York. Madison Square Garden has been called the Mecca of basketball for generations. And for the NBA title to return to New York after 5 decades, after so much pain and really bad organizational moves, I think it's very cool that fan base got to celebrate a championship. So New York Knicks is my good.
Well, and speaking of the Knicks, Jalen Brunson joins pretty elite company. He joins Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan, and Bill Walton as the only players to win an NCAA title, Naismith College Player of the Year, NBA Championship, and NBA Finals MVP. We're in the same conversation with those guys?
Yeah.
Pretty damn good stuff right there, man.
I mean, that's amazing. I mean, he's like maybe 5'11", and he was
6 foot on max preps.
6 foot on max preps.
6'1" on max preps.
Yeah, there you go.
He was unstoppable, man. He was unstoppable, and he's so measured, and he's just, I don't know. I mean, I'm a big Jalen Brunson fan. I think everything about that kid is awesome. Talk about a kid that was always doubted because of his stature all his life. A lot of Noah Fafita and Jalen Brunson.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And always doubted, always underestimated. And you just went through the litany of championships that kid has won with great names that you just stated. This kid is just a winner.
Well, you bring up his height. He's the 4th player listed at 6'2" or shorter to win NBA Finals MVP, joining Steph Curry and Isaiah Thomas.
It's unbelievable.
Maybe top 3, top 5 point guards of all time.
Maybe the best guard of his stature since Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I think Steph is a little taller, but I mean, he scored 45 points in game 5. The rest of the Knicks scored 49, and they won.
Amazing, man.
That's unbelievable.
Amazing. So my good from this past weekend, it was actually going to be kind of along the lines of, whether the NBA Finals, the Tucson Sugar Skulls, with their incredible win over the Vegas Nighthawks. But my good is coming out of Safford, Arizona, because last night we saw UFC 250 at the White House. An unbelievable card. I know it's a controversial topic about the location and all that, but let's just look at what happened in the main event. Justin Gaethje is considered one of the greatest UFC fighters of all time. There's no denying that. But the legend from Safford, Arizona, the little mining town down there, he came out and was a heavy underdog. Ilia Topuria, the guy from Spain that he fought, this guy's a freaking knockout machine. Every single fight that I've seen of Ilia Topuria, he's walking away unscathed. And last night, the pretty boy from Spain was gashed. Justin Gaethje just took it to this guy and ended up winning that fight. So I don't know what's next for Justin Gaethje, but when we talk about some of the greatest fighters from Southern Arizona, Tucson, of course, you put Dominic Cruz in that conversation. But Justin Gaethje, I think his record's like 26-7 right now. For him to go out there, the biggest event outside of the World Cup yesterday, for you to step in the octagon on the south lawn of the White House and represent Safford, Arizona, and become the new champ, to me, that's my good, man. Justin Gaethje, and it's not because he's Justin, he's got red hair, but man, for being
it doesn't hurt though.
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. But Justin Gaethje representing Safford, Arizona, winning that event last night, that's my good.
That's a pretty good.
Can I throw in a good?
Hell yeah.
Curacao fans.
Oh yeah.
We already talked about it a little bit, but being just hyped, they got blasted 7-1 by Germany, but that won.
They got a goal.
Hell yeah,
and they were
brother.
happy. I'll get to that. I'll get to that a little
All right,
bit.
okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
My great is the Tucson Sugar Skulls. Since I've been an owner in 2019, I have never felt better about the organization and my partners and everything that they put into making it a first-class organization, top to bottom, and about the team on the field. And Coach Kaiser, a.k.a. Justin just calls him Kaiser.
Kaiser roll.
Big K.
I mean, it's unbelievable. I sense some magic in the air with this team, and I think that staying healthy, knock on wood, this team has shown with the win over Vegas at their house, they can beat anybody in this league. And you like storylines, Justin? I like this storyline. This reminds me of the 2005 Steelers that started kind of slow, was 500, won their last 3 games to get into the playoffs as a wild card. Every game on the road, got to the Super Bowl in Detroit. Jerome Bettis' homecoming, right? Mm-hmm. And Steelers beat the Seahawks, win the Super Bowl, one for the thumb, finally, the 5th Super Bowl win. Tucson Sugar Skulls probably would be a 3 or 4 seed. They're going to go on the road, and they come back home, and they do their Jerome Bettis, and they play the IFL championship in Tucson after having to play every playoff game on the road.
And I like that because there's a non-zero chance that Jerome Bettis is in attendance for the IFL championship because he is part owner.
Why am I tingling right now?
Of the team in Athens, right? In Athens, Georgia?
Yeah. Actually, some of my fellow owners are like, dude, you're going to be standing next to Jerome Bettis, right? And I'm like, after I'm hugging him, yeah. Yeah. I mean, Sugar Skulls in the championship game, getting there through on the road, and then me standing on the field with Jerome Bettis, with our Sugar Skulls in the championship game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. You're going to need to wear a cup just for optics.
I might have to take a Valium.
My bad is badass.
All right.
Because
this rain is really helping us.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's badass. And listen, I don't condone this behavior, but man, when I saw this freak of nature just absolutely wreak havoc in New York, I was like, okay, I got to talk about this guy. So there's a viral video going around after the New York Knicks won the NBA championship. And there's one fan that's wearing a Spurs jersey. And we all know if you're wearing a Spurs jersey in Madison Square Garden, it's like wearing like a meat covered jacket and going into the lion's den. Like you're asking for it. But this guy wearing a Dennis Rodman jersey, nobody wanted any parts of this dude. And this guy, he's a pretty built dude.
Yeah.
And he's walking around and people are clearing out of his way.
He's a brick house, man.
He is a brick house. And then you would see these Knicks fans that would come over and like cheap shot him. They'll like get him, like punch him in the back of the head or whatever. And then they'll run away. They'll like cheap shot him, run away. And this guy turns around and he's going at everybody. And to see just one man take on hundreds of people. And he even said it like a minute into the video. He's like, nobody wants to stand here and fight one-on-one. What's going on? What's up? The fact that he did it in a Dennis Rodman jersey was just chef's kiss. Again, I don't condone that kind of behavior, but the fact that this man was like 1 on 200 and he walked out unscathed. Listen, I know that the New York Knicks won the NBA Finals, but that guy won the 5th quarter.
He was like a hawk going in a flock of birds. Like, the birds just kind of separate anywhere the hawk goes.
Or like a shark in like a school of fish.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I think the jersey you wear, like, basically should give other people an indication of mess with him or don't mess with him. And if you're wearing a 10 Rodman Spurs jersey,
yeah,
I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like a good idea.
It's like, you know what? I'm going to fight this guy. Oh, he's wearing a Ron Artest Pacers jersey. I'm good.
Yeah. I'm good. Chilling.
All right. So instead of ugly, I got estupendo. And it is the World Cup. And it's not just the games. The fans and the cultural connection that is being displayed in the United States, it's freaking awesome, man. Yeah. And then, whether it's the Dutch, I think the Dutch are in Boston, right?
I don't know.
Yes, they are.
They're in Boston. So like the whole street of orange, and then the Brazilians are also, they're in New York. The Scots in Boston. You mentioned Curacao. I mean, it's smaller. That country is smaller than Naperville, Illinois.
Is it not Curacao?
Curacao, sorry.
I thought I was crazy. So
no. You're with names, more likely than not, it's like me with directions.
Yeah,
I'm probably going the wrong way. Not good. I'm not great with directions. So, but Curaçao's like, yeah, we lost 7-1 to Germany, but we scored 1.
Yeah.
The British people that are trying clam chowder for the first time, and the look on their eyes when it's like, oh, this is like heaven.
Yeah.
Like I'm eating a heavenly cloud.
Yeah, I am worried about the Brits because some of them have been posting. They're like, I just had an out of body experience, and it's a plate at like Golden Corral.
Yeah.
I'm like, brother, what's happening across the pond to where
we got a lot of people from different countries that are going to go home with their freshman 15 for sure. But the Scots that are like in the Airbnb in Boston, and like they've had like their neighbor came over and just introduced themselves, and now they've had breakfast at his house, and people are dropping off a crate of Black Label whiskey, donuts, cupcakes. The guy Freddie 7, whatever, like doing his tour on social media, and like the German guy, like going to Busey's and all these different places. Buc-ee's, yeah, whatever.
No Gary,
yeah,
no Brandon,
and people are like dropping off like gifts and food at his hotel. I just think that like with some divisiveness and negativity that we see too much on our airwaves because it sells, then that's what all people want to shovel down your throat. To see this beautiful coming together of the world in a joyous and connected way, to me, if that's not estupendo, I don't know what is.
Hell yeah,
amen,
right?
brother.
And I love all of it. So I'm if there's the number one thing that maybe it's not that I didn't expect it, I didn't even think about it. I'm glad the World Cup is in the United States, and I'm glad there's this coming together of the world in our country and in North America, Canada, and South America too. So you know what? World Cup so far, estupendo.
Oh yeah, man.
The borders are just lines on a map.
Yeah.
We all want to be happy, man.
And they change.
And then
all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Sorry, I don't mean to bring the mood down, guys. I'm sorry. We've been so positive because of the rain and the introduction of monsoon, but I'm gonna get negative. And I'm defending my guy Noah Fafita. I'm defending him.
Can you twist this into a positive way?
Well,
Since you're defending Noah Fafita?
Yeah, I'm defending Noah Fafita.
Yeah. We're gonna get there.
So I was looking at some of the latest Heisman odds, and I went on Bovada. Bovada's, they're renowned for odds, and a lot of people use them. Well, I looked at where Noah Fafita fell on the preseason Heisman odds list. Noah Fafita has the 44th best odds to win the Heisman Trophy this year. Now, listen, I'm not saying that Noah Fafita is going to be a Heisman finalist. It's possible, right? But I'm not going to sit here and say, like, Noah Fafita, Heisman stock, take it right now. But 44th best odds, I feel like, is a little disrespectful, especially when you look at some of the guys who are ahead of him. Did you know that Avery Johnson has higher Heisman odds than Noah Fafita? Well, I looked at that game last year against Kansas State. I thought Noah Fifita had a better game, if I'm being honest with you.
He did. What about Avery Johnson's brother and dad? Speaking of UFC.
Speaking of UFC. Yeah. The one to me that is just completely disrespectful. Well, one, Cutter Boley, the transfer from Kentucky, who's now at ASU.
Who?
Yeah. Cutter Boley. Yeah, he's a transfer quarterback.
Also a sandwich is sausage deli.
Yeah.
With the Cutter Bully. It's really good bologna, though.
Yeah.
Noah Fifita is also behind Dylan Raiola. You know
your guy.
The guy who cosplays as Patrick Mahomes.
Your favorite.
Yeah. Dylan Raiola has 8,000. He's plus 8,000 to win the Heisman Trophy, where Noah Fifita's plus 10,000. Raiola is a backup. He's going to be the backup to Dante Moore this upcoming season. And yet he's got higher odds to win the Heisman than Noah Fifita. This man is an all Big 12 first-team quarterback. He's going to go down as the greatest quarterback in Arizona football history. And once again, just continues to be subjected to just absolute disrespect. And it's only because the man is 5'8", 5'9". So
I got 2 words for you. Whatever. I mean, good. Chip on shoulder, baby. I mean, it's and all these preseason stuff, no offense, preseason lists, preseason predictions. If they write sports for a living, don't listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about.
It's a good rule of thumb.
It's called preseason guesses based on very little work.
yes.
Yeah.
So it's, Bovada, whatever, preseason all Big 12 team, Heisman finalist, who's going to win the national championship. You think you know, but you don't know.
Yep.
And you never will.
So that is the good, the bad, and the
Can I add another
Sure.
really quick? And I'll say this straight to the camera. Fanatics. Who the hell do you think you are? $55 for a t-shirt, highway robbery. After tax and shipping, $70 for a t-shirt. Get the hell out of here.
What kind of t-shirt?
It was I was looking at Vegas merch after last night's loss. Get a Western Conference shirt, for posterity's sake. $55 Fanatic wants on their website. That's insane.
Couldn't you just wait a week?
The shirt I'm wearing right now has like 8 times the print on it that this shirt had, and I got this for $30 at a live event.
Yeah.
Get bent, Fanatics. You suck and your merch sucks, and I'm still gonna buy it, but on clearance because that's insane.
It's like you talk about gasoline. Like, damn it, I'm going to complain about these prices. I'm still going to buy it,
Yeah,
but I'm going to complain about
Look
it.
for it on Saturday.
I will.
Father's Day special.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll only be $40.
Even then, it's crazy.
I know, dude. I know.
I'm not.
Man,
Ugh.
I'm suing them. So if that makes you happy.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
suing Fanatics.
Car hanging Medcom.
That's right.
We'll talk about. All right, that is it for the good, the bad, and the ugly, presented by Chapman Automotive Group. Make sure you check out Spears and Ali on YouTube. Subscribe to the Spears and Ali YouTube channel today. Also, subscribe, rate, and comment to the Spears and Ali podcast on Apple and Spotify.